Check your body. Underground. Check your body. You can sleep neither. Let's not sleep together. You can sleep neither. Let's not sleep
Sink down and emotions feel like I never did before. Live shows and spoken reels of the movie I ignored. Blue skies on a broken sea and I'm stuck up on the shore. I never thought you could see me, but you did. All I know is we're here, that they took us somewhere. So what they say we're calling, falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind, yeah. colorblind, yeah. All I know is we're here, they took us somewhere. So what they say we're colors falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind. All I know is we're here, they took us somewhere. So what they say we're colors falling out of line. They don't know the two of us are colorblind, yeah.
I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna find myself, but again, it's always a phase. I wanted to stay, no you don't understand. I've been losing myself, I've been losing myself. I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be, I wanna be, I wanna find myself, but again, it's always a phase. I wanted to stay, no you don't understand. I've been losing myself, I've been losing myself. I've been keeping myself so busy, pushing out the misery, trying to find the peace in me. I wanna be, I wanna be.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to LDGL. We had a little bit of a break here, but now we're back on a Monday with some Rocket League action. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Socket Car. As you know, the Rocket League, the boosty cars, out here with the loved one. Wait, what? I don't know. Anyway, we
Mwah.
we got Hades versus Misfits tonight. Hades being a very undefeated team on the Rocket League circuit, as well as Misfits being a very strong team. I believe it's been quite a while since we've seen Misfits play on the Rocket League scene, so will be an interesting matchup tonight. Now, tonight, you guys are used to me rambling on about soccer and BMW symbols on the wall, but tonight I've got somebody to shut me up and go ahead and give me some counterintuitive, some feedback. Tonight, I have Messiah Castamithy. What's up, bud?
Hey, how's it going, Drift? It's great to be back. Haven't been back since CSGO, but it's time to shout some Rocket League, baby, and I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what Hades comes out with. I can't wait to see what Misfits comes out with. We got a little bit of a roster switch up, and I'm hoping to see some great Rocket League played out here tonight, baby. Let's
All right,
go.
let's get it. All right, so looking at the overall standings, I always like to review these before every game, even though it's just the overall standings, and then I'll look into that game in particular. On the overall standings, with the couple off-stream games that off-stream games that we've had quite a few, couple League of Legends games, as well as I think that's about it. Maybe a couple League of Legends. We've had
Valorant as well.
Valorant. We had an off-stream Valorant game as well. Thank you. I couldn't remember the other ones. All right. So with that, the Overdrive overall standings now lines up with Lotus being number 1, number 2 being Imperium coming out new to this. I think they're new in this season, I believe. And then Misfits in third currently, Stella in fourth, and Team Prevail in fifth. Void coming in at sixth. Delamore in seventh. Hades in eighth. Yiddies in ninth. And Obsession in 10th. So a couple of those to highlight on the overall league. Yiddies switched up multiple team rosters and actually have been coming out of their loss record from it. They've actually been
So,
coming out of
baby, yeah, we have, and might I say, as a member of Team Yiddies Valor, ex-member, putting my team on my back for that game too. We are coming out strong. We're looking amazing, and we were ready to take names in Valor and Rainbow Six, baby. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. You get hype. You talk about home teams. Mine's up at number 5. So anyway.
Look, the last seasons don't matter. This is a new season, and this is where really we're gonna shine, baby. Let's go.
Besides, it's the same season, just a new stage.
Different stage. Tomatoes, potatoes. Look, that 10 is looking really bad, but we'll bring it back, I swear.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and look at the overall Rocket League lineup. In first, we are looking at Team Hades, as we said, it is undefeated. In second, we have Stella, who's at a 2-1 record. Misfits with a 2-1 record. So this is probably going to solidify that second place. If Misfits is able to take a win from Hades today, that may bump them up a place. Then in fourth, you have Team Delamore. And then behind that, you have Void and Yiddies and 6 for Rocket League. So since you decided to be very vocal about the Yiddies team, is there still a present Rocket League team for the lineup in the stage?
That's a good question, and I will get you an answer when I have one.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. We're gonna have to focus on the awesome teams that we have tonight. And we had a little bit of a preview of what the colors are gonna be tonight. We're gonna have a dark purple versus a light pink. So this is gonna be easy for me to ramble on about. As you guys know, if you've watched the Rocket League streams of the past of old, I get really amped when it comes to the rocket cars and all that in between. As far as the adrenaline pump and action, I definitely scream when they nail those goals. So looking in the overall standings, I'm actually going to look at some of the games that we haven't seen that were not on stream. So far there's been quite a few games already played off stream. So we've had a Valorant game with Hades and Stella, another Valorant game with Obsession and Delamore, a Rocket League game between Delamore and Hades. Guessing the result of that was Hades win because they are still undefeated up based on the record. A Valorant game with I can't tell the logos. One of the new logos. I just read their name a minute ago. Let me get that. Imperium. I do apologize. And also a league game that happened, was that last night? 2 league games last night. We had Yiddies versus Delamore, with I believe Delamore coming out with the win on that one, and Prevail versus Void, Prevail taking a win on that one. I don't have the stats on the other games because I wasn't, some of those just happened yesterday, so a little more fresh in the brain. So those are some of the games you've missed. I know they're streamed on other platforms, either personal Twitches or team Twitches, so you can always check those out as well if you do want to see those other games if they're not on the official LDDL Twitch like this one is tonight. But kind of an odd time. We're starting 30 minutes later than we normally do, so I hope everybody's still bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready for this match. What are you excited to see out of this match, Messiah?
I'm excited to see how Misfits is gonna match up with having a little bit of a roster switch up. We got Fuzzy coming in as I believe the team captain as well, so that should be much more. It should be very very interesting seeing how they come out swinging, considering these teams both met up last time and it didn't go too much in the favor of Team Misfits. And with Team Hades, you just got to keep doing what you're doing. They had one of the powerhouse teams of this league. You just keep at it, keep doing what you're doing, and you keep going strong.
I do. You're mentioning the powerhouse teams of the league, and I do enjoy seeing that the spread across the board, depending on what the game is, there seems to be teams that have strong points in other leagues versus the other one, and it's great to see. That's why I'm glad we have like an overall standing stat because in one team of that one team may be better in one game but not the other, and then the overall stats kind of helps reflect that of who's got the stronger teams in the overall league, who has the strongest teams being plural. You might be better at 1 and 2 games, but you might have a team that's not quite might be struggling with higher competition when it comes to other games, and that's where it's like I'd like to review and really get to know that overall leaderboard coming into the game. So I'm just going to see if we are going to go ahead and get these players in here very soon. I'm only seeing about 2. I always got to love the Rocket League games. It always seems like it takes a hassle to get all the players in there. I don't know if we got some cross-platform issues like we did the one time I casted. I'm not sure. Oh, great. Okay, so we're just finishing up. I was dominating with a little bird in Battlefield and had to basically zip line out of it and be like, "Okay, somebody else take this over. I got to go do Rocket League things." And yeah, the game's not as busted as it was. What do we do be gaming nowadays? Messiah, what have you been gaming on these days?
I've been gaming a lot of, CS:GO and Valorant, my bread and butter. Anything fighting game related, I'm always down for. Some Smash Melee here and there. I want to get on the new Battlefield. I see like you've been on the new Battlefield. A lot of people have been on that new Battlefield. It looks like a lot of fun. What about you?
Well, the Battlefield, the frame rate is pretty dog shit on it, if I'm just going to be bluntly honest. The gameplay performance has improved. Their magical patches that they did last 2 times actually increased the gameplay. I can actually equip my own armor plates now instead of having to throw it on the ground and to go suck on it. So that's great. But no, the frame rate's still an issue. But actually, they just added OG Rush, but with 2042 stuff, and it's like the best thing. The new All Out
Ooh.
Warfare game mode fucking sucks, but the new Rush mode is fucking perfect. I'll actually be pissed if they end up removing it from Portal because I can tell you there's a big part of the player base right now that just is really enjoying not having to deal with 7 helicopters and 10 tanks on the battlefield at once. You thought adding 28 players to a game was a good idea. It was not. It was totally not.
Are the maps
But
not big enough to accommodate for the new size of the warfare?
oh no, they are for the vehicle warfare, but the problem boils down to there's no cover. So here
Hmm.
you are, infantry, no transport vehicles because they decided to make all light transport vehicles weaponized vehicles. So they have to lock them behind cooldowns. So here you are as an infantry having to run from A to B. You've got a 10-mile hike. Halfway through your hike, oh, look, there's a little bird buzzing this entire field. Now you die, and then you got to make that run all over again. There's no cover from A to B. There's no cover and the vehicles are buffed in health because you got one end. I know we're rambling about Battlefield, but we're just waiting for these players to get in here. Gives me time to vent anyway. Oh well, listen, Adrian approved this for me. So literally on top of that, and I've heard both sides of the argument. So helicopters, right? Extremely powerful. They come out, they just decimate teams. The problem is if you're the pilot, you're constantly getting locked onto, and it feels like you can't kill anybody because you're constantly having to duck out of battle because you've got 64 players locking onto you with AA launchers. But then
Oh
you're
no.
the single guy on the ground and you get buzzed by your helicopter. This is bullshit. I can't take that helicopter out. Why can't I take that helicopter out as a single soldier? Do you see where the balance issue comes in?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
That sounds
you
awful.
can't make the helicopter pilot happy because they're getting locked on to 64 fucking people, and you can't make the single player happy that's getting decimated by the overpowered helicopter because it has to be. It's fucked. Going to the higher player cap did not work in that game's favor. It was not kosher at all. So we're still waiting on a few more players here. You did mention fighting games. You know what would get me playing in the league, especially
What
since we
would?
have players casting now and I could possibly enter? I
What
would
would? What would?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mortal Kombat's a classic. We had
I
good.
I pretty slapped in Mortal Kombat, or at least I did for a little while. I almost wanted to go out to Atlantic City for a tournament and just didn't. Ooh, we got crowd noises. Is that just me or am I?
That's very cool. Yeah, it's crowd noises.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
That's some
Ollie,
atmosphere.
Ollie abandoned me in the chopper. Yes, yes, Ollie. I had to abandon you in a chopper so I could come out here and shoutcast some Rocket League. But did you win the game? Did you guys end up winning that round? I must know. They'll answer me in about 3 minutes because of the delay. But
Yeah, of course.
I think think we've got most players in here. We're only missing one player now from one of the teams, so we're just about ready to start to kick this kicked off. So I was having a funny banter with another caster, Messiah, in
Mm.
the stands, right? So first off, do you think these are gas-powered full-size cars or little RC cars?
They gotta be little RC cars, right? But like little RC cars powered by like plasma or some shit to get them lifted off the ground.
So I think what we came down to the last thing that's that they're gas-powered RC cars.
Oh
But
my
then,
god.
and then my $1,000,000 question is, what is the audience made out of?
Are they not also cars?
No, they look like bubbles. Oh, he's starting the game. Shit, the game's starting.
Oh, let's
crap.
go!
Oh,
Here we go. Game 1, Hades versus Misfits. Run it back.
These colors are way too similar. I'm
It's
getting
funny.
these.
You said purple would be easy to differentiate too, but here we are.
No. Oh no! Oh
It's the exact
shit!
same.
Oh,
Oh lord.
I don't know what team is which. Hold on. Remember the names. All right. So, oh my God, it's my step dot. Just barely misses the goal. Skrilla getting the save for 4-7. Fuzzy getting the save for Team Misfits. I hate these goal colors. What the fuck? I can't tell who anybody is.
Yeah, game 2 we're definitely gonna need a little bit of a color switch.
Oh, Christ. We're having an argument backline. All right, so we're going to go ahead and... So the darker color is meant to be Hades. Hades score being on the left... Shit. So I'm completely wrong anyway. This is a great way to cast this. Never fucking again are we doing the same hue of colors. All right, so let me figure out who's on what team. So
The classic blue and orange is a lot.
So Fuzzy, the palish color. The left team is Hades. Yeah, that's what I was saying. All right, I was right. Mahi, shut your nose in my ear, okay? Shut your mouth in my ear. Come on.
Oh, what? His nose?
Goal from
Hey,
Step Dot. All
There
right.
we go.
Okay, so you've got Step Dot, Senpai, and wow. Skrilla. Okay, that's Team Hades. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, it's very confusing.
All right,
We'll
so
get
we're
through
going to go
this.
ahead and get the kickoff here. Skrilla's going to go ahead and get underneath that ball control, docking it towards Misfits side of the field. Fuzzy going ahead, no, 4-7 going ahead and getting that save. 4-7 continuing that ball control down to the other side of the field. Senpai going ahead and bouncing it back. Dippy-Luda going ahead and send it midfield. Is not for you. It's going to go for a shot. Just barely misses over the top. Step Dot going to go ahead and get underneath the ball, balancing it. Fuzzy able to knock away. Senpai ready for the return as they do get it on the other side of the field. I'm not going to even guess which team it is at this point. Not forced them why is, yeah, but I can't tell what side of the field it is, Mahidri, because of the color. I don't know what side of the field they're on. It's slightly hot. Well, that slightly hot paint is not going to do me any good. So Skrilla up to the top of the roof, going to stay underneath the ball. 47 going ahead and stealing from Step Dot, sneaking right underneath the ball. Fuzzy going ahead and sending it back over to the Senpai, knocking it off to the right, trying to get it back to Misfits side of the field. Skrilla trying to get it in the air. Step Dot waiting for the ball to come down, going ahead and continuing that forward motion. Senpai going for the long shot, tries to deflect, no good.
Wow.
Step Dot actually.
The amount of times you see Stepdot going for those setups, just places it perfectly in front of Skrilla, just bouncing right back. That is an absolutely beautiful setup in goal. Fuzzy trying his hardest to keep it out of there, but in the end, they just powered through. Hades up 2-0.
Kickoff, here we go. Senpai able to send it to Misfits side of the field. 4-7 trying to make connection, not able to, and Senpai sends it right back in.
Just like that. Not even 10 seconds into the round, and there we go. Senpai off to the boost, off the wall. Not even a problem. Just tips it right in, putting Hades up at a beautiful 3-0, and just 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in this half, or in this game.
Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and kick off again. Step Dot able to make that collision. Buddy just getting knocked off. Senpai as well. Down the middle. Saved by 4-7 at the last second. Able to bop it up over Skrilla mid-air. Able to keep it on the Misfits side of the field. 4-7 trying to send it back. Just keeping that ball control. Duda going ahead and trying to send it back to Hades' side of the field as it gets centered again. Back and forth from these teams. 4-7 trying to get the setup, does knock it off to the left as it does get ball control from Skrilla over here. Senpai going long for the goal. Fuzzy trying to get over. Senpai knocking it back. Skrilla getting lined up. Just wasn't enough. 4-7 able to take it well away from the step up, sending it up, trying to line it up here for Team Hades again. 4-7 accidentally knocking towards their own goal. Senpai gonna stay underneath it. Gonna go ahead and send it down middle field here as Fuzzy gets connected behind the ball. Skrilla waiting on the defense rotation around to get it. Elimination coming out.
My
from
God.
Skrilla. So they're gonna go ahead and be on Hades' side of the field, trying to get that ball control back, and they can get that forward motion. Skrilla and 4-7 making contact in the air. As 4-7 does try to send it to the goal, saved by Senpai. Skrilla right there rolling with the ball. Fuzzy able to make the contact first. Senpai trying to get underneath the ball, doesn't quite get it. Gonna go ahead and send it their side of the field and send it back to the wall. Across the goal! 4-7
God.
capitalizing!
4-7, you finally found the goal after multiple shot attempts. That's how you put it down for your team. Trying to keep them in there. 3-1 Hades, but Misfits is looking more than alive here.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this next kickoff. Skrilla and 4-7 gonna make the connection. Skrilla able to get underneath the ball as they send it to goal. Just off the top, step dot, just barely missing the goal here. They are still on Misfits side of the field. We are 1 minute remaining in this game. Duda sending it down to the team, going ahead and get that forward motion towards the 80 side of the field. Step dot trying to get up behind it. Fuzzy trying to make connection as well. Step dot just balancing the ball through the air. Keep it on the other side. Senpai gonna get behind that ball. Duda unable to make the contact. Fuzzy going ahead and knocking it up, getting the ball control away. Skrilla able to get it up, bounce it off the back wall, sends it in front of the goal. Are we gonna see the goal? Oh, stop that. Not quite making the contact they need for that goal. Senpai necking up again, and oh my god, elimination on Fuzzy. Ball is rolling towards Hades' side of the field. Step dot already on the roof to make the contact back. We're coming down to the last 20 seconds of the round. Skrilla is able to get into this ball. Duda going ahead and taking control. Senpai sending it back as well. We are just trading it on the Misfits side of the field as they come underneath here. Step dot, Skrilla both on the ball control. Fuzzy trying to make contact. Step dot able to send it over the goal. 6 seconds left. They're gonna go for it. No, they go ahead and send it off to the other side. Nobody's quite able to make the shot. As soon as that ball touches the ground, game done.
And that's game one, Team Hades. Absolutely fantastic play. Just the cohesion, the togetherness, the teamwork. That's what you love to see out of a team. Everybody's playing for everybody else. No one's playing selfishly. You got Senpai and Skrilla playing immaculate defense. Skrilla setting up some of the most beautiful assists for his teammates. It's just not enough from Team Misfits game one. Let's see if they can bring it back game two.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look across the board here. You did mention it on the Misfits side of the field. We have 5 shots attempts from 4-7, just not able to sink most of them, able to capitalize on Senpai moving the ball across their own goal and able to pop in there and sneak a goal out of them, as well as Fuzzy also making 2 shots attempts with an assist on the setup here. Senpai just being very aggressive with the goal, as well as Step Dot going ahead. 4 shots, 2 goals, 2 shots, 1 goal. Very 50% consistent. 3 saves from Skrilla on the board, as well as Misfits underneath it. What the fuck are you laughing at me, Hedrian? Well, that's what the name is read, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm reading these names at a mile a minute, watching a ball rocket across the ground. If you change your name to, oh my god, it's Step Dot, your name is now Step Dot as I can. The 4-7 going ahead and making contact with the ball on here as Step Dot does come back around on this side of the field. They're keeping very aggressive on Misfits. Fuzzy able to deny Skrilla from making contact for that goal. Senpai there as well. Step Dot on the back line, going ahead and knocking it up as well. Senpai going it down on the goal, trying to keep with it. Keeping it to Misfits side of the field. Duda able to get underneath that ball and send it up as we get an elimination coming out of Step Dot, and 47 off the board for a few seconds as Hades goes ahead and attempts it. Oh my god, look at that. I thought we were playing Rocket Cars, not Rocket Planes.
Rocket bumper cars.
Rocket bumper cars. You know, a little bit of bumper cars does happen. Senpai just flying with the ball through the air into the goal!
Oh my god, from downtown Senpai. You cannot do that. What is this? Carrying it like a newborn baby straight across, putting into the goal. 1-up Hades.
That's basketball. That's not soccer. Let's go.
Haha.
So Skrilla going ahead and getting the first
My
kickoff
bad, my
here,
bad.
staying in the Misfits side of the field. Skrilla also sending it to Senpai, able to be interrupted by 4-7. S-Dot able to send it back. Fuzzy waiting for the move, going ahead and getting it onto 80's side of the field for the ball. 4-7 right there, almost getting it into the goal.
What a
Just
save.
off the corner. Senpai gonna go ahead and bring it back to Misfits side of the field. Skrilla there with him. Fuzzy trying to make contact. Doesn't quite make it. 4-7 is able to bound it back. Fuzzy sending it across the field. Duda there to receive it. But Senpai steals it from him. Then stolen again by Fuzzy. Skrilla still on the back rotation, ready to send it up. Fuzzy sending it for the goal. S-Dot and Senpai already ready. Sitting in front of the goal. Bouncing on their nose. They are able to Duda, able to make the connection. Senpai and Fuzzy both going for the ball here. Making that contact, knocking away from the goals. 4-7 trying to make an attempt on the ball, doesn't make the contact. S-Dot underneath the ball as well, just off the wall. Constant contact, bouncing off the ball, sending it back. S-Dot sending out the back wall. Senpai goes for the shot. There it is!
What an insane assist from Skrilla to S-Dot and then back over to Senpai. Just, immaculate. Mwah, chef's kiss. Très magnifique.
That was hot. Anyway, so 2-0 on this thing. We got 3 minutes left on the board as we almost get a goal off the pop shot. They do have it in position from the Misfits goal, but Misfits able to deny it and send it back to Hades' side of the field as they do have it floating here. S-Dot going ahead and setting it up, getting that airtime. 4-7 trying to pop into the ball, doesn't quite get it. Fuzzy on the rebound on the back line. Step-Dot ready to steal it from Duda underneath the ball, does make contact quick and sending it over. Bouncing off of S-Dot as they go ahead and make it still on Misfits side of the field, being very aggressive on Team Hades, which we have seen on most of this league, trying to keep it on the other side of the team's field as 4-7 is trying to make some kind of contact with the ball. Duda sending it over in front of the goal. Anybody able to capitalize? Senpai not quite making contact with it, following the ball. Fuzzy able to get him. Skrilla able to get it. Top right corner!
Skrilla with the goal, he puts one up and finally gets one to his name. He's on the board. The king of the saves, the king of the goal keeps has put one in the goal, and that's 3-up Hades over Misfits.
Checker flag! 2:16 left on the clock. We're in a 3-0 situation on game 2 as they go ahead and kick this off. Kind of a neutral kickoff, but Senpai in the back line ready to get it. Just saved barely by Duda. What a incredible save there as they go ahead and carry it over to Hades' side of the field. Almost gets the goal. Senpai denying the goal from Duda as they try to get that goal onto Misfits' side of the field. Fuzzy behind the ball, trying to send it back. Duda underneath that ball control, just keeping it away from S-Dot here. Skrilla is on the ground, and Duda go ahead and takes them out. Step-Dot underneath the ball. Senpai able to knock it back. Duda and Fuzzy both underneath the ball, trying to get that ball control back in the forward motion for Misfit. Skrilla right there getting getting underbarreled by the car, not able to put any tires on the ground. 4-7 trying to make that contact. A little bit of roof-to-roof action there. Cars are making contact left and right. Would not be surprised if we see some elimination as Skrilla carries it over the goal and gets it.
I thought dunking was reserved for basketball. Skrilla's just gonna take the ball in his hand like he's Shaquille O'Neal and throw it into the basket. Oh, you love to see it. 4-up Team Hades over Misfits.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get off of this next kickoff. We got 2 minutes, or 1 minute and 21 seconds. I'm a little illiterate as they do this kickoff, sending it straight to the rooftop. Fuzzy able to get underneath the ball and send it to Hades' side of the field. Skrilla right there able to actually misses the ball. Senpai on the return as well. 47 going to go ahead and get underneath this ball. S-Dot meeting the ball mid-air, carrying it over. Skrilla able to get under. 4-7 behind it. It's going to pop off just to the left of the goal. Senpai able to center the ball down, try to get it down on the ground. Skrilla goes for a shot, doesn't quite get it. Duda underneath the ball. Skrilla's going to try to meet him, pops it right over Skrilla. What an amazing move there. Let's go ahead and see. S-Dot's going to get the steal from Duda. Is going to send it back to Misfits side of the field. Getting the long shot. Skrilla not even getting that. S-Dot taking out Duda. And we got a goal from the right. I didn't see Senpai hit it.
Oh, this is just getting a little bit rough to watch here, ladies and gentlemen. 5-up Hades over Misfits. Senpai just gliding it in to the corner of the net. What are they going to do? How are they going to answer?
40 seconds left on the clock. They got to pull some miraculous moves out of here to try to get this game back as they do send it up and over. Duda gonna get underneath this ball. Esta gonna go ahead and bop him away as Skrilla gets airborne, tries to make contact with the ball, doesn't quite make the contact they need. Duda able to capitalize on that miss hit and send it towards Hades' skull as it makes its way down, rolling down. Skrilla able to get underneath the ball. Senpai in the air. Skrilla sending it back as well. We're going to get a rebound off the back wall. Are we going to see a shot? No. 4-7's going to go ahead and capitalize it. Estot stealing it mid-air. We are playing rocket planes over here. Skrilla trying to desperately chase the ball to get it away from the Hades skull as they get underneath it. 17, 5, 6, 7, 5. I can't count. Senpai going ahead and going for that last minute goal. Skrilla does it with a second left on the board.
Screw it, just adding insult to injury. Rub the salt into the wounds of the dying and the deceased. That is going to be game for us. 2 up, Hades over Misfits going into game 3.
Hey, we have a 1 second kickoff that we can still see amazing things from out.
6 seconds? Or 6 goals in 1 second, Drift? I don't know.
Oh, they're keeping it in the air. There's 0 seconds left on the clock. They're not letting it touch the ground.
Oh, not again. Not a 7th.
Are they going for another goal here?
Hades, please, they've had enough. Hades, they've had enough.
There's 0.
No!
There's 0 time left on the clock, and they're just keeping the ball in the air. They're just playing the air game at this point.
Hades looking to make a point.
Estot still underneath the ball. They haven't dropped it. It's been a good 10, 20 seconds. Oh my God. Hades just juggling the ball for shits and giggles at the end of that match, trying to get one more goal in.
Oh man, that was just insanity. Looking to beat a dead horse and put a 7th on the board, but absolute crazy, insane dominance on display by Team Hades. This is what we were kind of expecting coming into here, hoping that the roster changes for Team Misfits might do a little bit more in the favor of Misfits, but Team Hades is looking absolutely indomitable, impregnable. It's probably not a thing, but I just said it because it's just absolutely insane how these boys are coming out swinging.
I mean, they are rocket
fantastic.
cars. I don't think you're going to impregnate them, but I think we're calling for a server change. Is that something we can do? It's not something we can do, so you might want to relay that to them.
All right, 1 sec. It's set. All right, bet.
So yeah, we're going to keep going with this game. Unfortunately, players are trying to call for a server game, but it's not quite something we can do at this moment. I don't think at all. I think it's auto servers. So,
All right, info relayed.
So we're going to go ahead and roll it into the next game here. Game 3 of Rocket League. Oh my goodness.
I want to see some more defensive play coming out of Hades, man. The kind of blocks they're putting up, the kind of shots they're putting out. Oh,
is that a skyline? Oh, it was a skyline. So oh no, Fuzzy's the skyline. Okay, yeah, wait, no, Fuzzy get fragged. I think Fuzzy did get fragged. Poor Fuzzy. All right, you know, I hate to see it. So they're gonna go ahead and get that ball through. 4-7 actually behind the ball. Senpai not able to keep up with it. Misfits getting the goal. Let's go. Starting the game off strong. Coming right down the middle. Senpai not able to get the tail whip to get away from the goal.
Love to see it. 4-7 putting the first up on the board for Misfits. The first time they've been up in this series.
All right, 4 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to go ahead and kick off, sending it back to Hades' side of the field once more. Senpai able to get under the ball this time as they do knock it over the Misfits side of the field. 4-7 up underneath the ball. Fuzzy also getting that very nice air control, sending it over to the other side. But Senpai there to send it back. 4-7 also making that air control. They're just trading this ball back and forth. Duda sending it over. Fuzzy behind the ball, sending it off. Senpai trying to get underneath the ball. Does get the ball control. They're bouncing on top of their cars. Senpai keeping it with them. 4-7 able to knock it off the top of Senpai, sending it back to Hades' side of the field as they go. Skrilla there waiting on the bottom. Fuzzy able to back it up as well. Elimination coming out on Senpai and Fuzzy. That poor GTR is getting dominated. Estot going ahead and getting the forward up. Just barely missing goal off the right. Duda sending it away. Senpai on the chase as they go ahead and get up in the air here. Senpai getting the air control, sending it back. 4-7 just barely missing the ball, trying to get the forward aggression on the Hades goal. Skrilla underneath the ball as they go ahead and set it up. Senpai trying to meet it midair. Fuzzy trying to deny that control as much as possible. Stepdot going ahead and getting in front of this goal as well. Fuzzy able to save it for Team Misfits. Getting eliminated by Senpai again. Senpai just bullying Fuzzy out on this field. not having it today. 4-7 able to get that forward control, but that's not able to send it back to the other side of the field. It does send towards Misfits goal here as they try to get that ball control back. Step dot, sending it out front. Nobody to retaliate, nobody to volleyball off as it's going back to Hades' side of the field as it gets sent back over again. This ball is just in a back and forth motion. You definitely feel the fire coming out from Team Misfits this time around, getting the first goal and getting that same defense on here. Duda sending it back over to Hades' side of the field. It could be a setup in front of the goal. Doesn't make the connection.
Oh, no.
As it rolled by, Fuzzy sending it back. Senpai saving it again. Was right there in front of the goal. Duda able to save it again. Skrilla underneath the ball as well. It is just in a stalemate. Skrilla sending a long shot for the goal. Fuzzy able to deny that goal on the long shot. Fuzzy underneath the ball. Sending for the long shot. Senpai not able to save it, but it misses off to the left. And stepped out, gets it in the air. Skrilla gets underneath the ball and sends it back to the Misfits side of the field as they go ahead and get Senpai underneath it as well. Getting a very aggressive control over the ball here as 4-7 goes ahead and sends it up. S-Dot, go ahead and gets denial up in the middle of the play. And 4-7 taking the frag out on Senpai as they go ahead and get towards the side of the field. I'm calling it a frag elimination. I don't care what you call it. Senpai's going to go ahead and get underneath this ball and send it to their side of the field. It's just a back and forth match. Drift is probably going to run out of breath here soon. And Messiah.
I got you. Don't worry, brother. I can take it over for you. Fuzzy's looking to bring it back in here. He's going for the oh my God.
The second I stop. The second I stop. The second I stop.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Drift. But Step Dot's gonna put it in there. 1-1. Hades, Misfits were all tied up. Fuzzy was going to defend it. Couldn't quite get there in time. Back and forth we go.
Here we go with the kickoff move, get an elimination action off of the bat. Fuzzy go ahead and take it out. Skrilla as they go ahead and send to the Misfits side of the field once more. They're going to go ahead and have S-Dot get that ball control over Misfits. Skrilla going for the goal here, almost getting it in. Was saved by the member of Team Misfits. Senpai trying to get on the ball. 4-7 does deny that ball control, sending it over to the other side of the field. S-Dot able to make that connection mid-air. Senpai sending it back down to S-Dot. Skrilla getting it. S-Dot waiting. There's a goal! We watched that unfold, baby!
Oh my God, S-Dot coming up with 2 goals within 2 minutes of each other. Just creating your team, bringing it right back, putting Hades ahead of the game, looking to extend their 2-1 lead, 2-0 lead up to a 3-0.
Oh, you mean a 2-1?
In games.
In games. All right, better. No, it's only a 2-0 right now. Wait, I'm so confused.
Yeah, so trying to extend it to a 3-0. Trying to make it a 3-0.
Oh, I
from
got
a 2-0.
You're speaking too much in the future for Drift's mind. I'm very much in the moment. I'm following this ball like it's a fucking, I don't know, I was going to say too really different things. But anyway, 1 minute left remaining. Fuzzy trying to get contact with the ball. Senpai able to get the steal from 4-7, going ahead and send it back to Hades side of the field. S-Dot meeting in the air. Duda trying to look to capitulate. Fuzzy sneaking in and actually taking it from Duda's lineup there. 4-7 going to go ahead and get underneath this ball. Skrilla just flying to the air. S-Dot flying to the air off the top of the goal. Doesn't quite make the connection needed to make it. Misfits able to capitalize on that. A lot of them on this side of the field. Trying to get towards the middle. Goes in front of the goal. Senpai underneath the ball here. That they trying to knock it up. Get it away from Hades on this ball control. Step Dot underneath the ball, flying with it. Skrilla has their eye on the ball. Duda also as well, able to send it back. Senpai underneath the ball. Skrilla setting up here. Doesn't quite get the angle they need. Step Dot on the back line, going ahead and bouncing it off the ceiling. Skrilla how to make that contact. S-Dot trying to get it. It's going and bouncing in front of the Misfits goal. Duda able to get away from the goal as they try to send it forward. Fuzzy trying to get behind this ball. Does the boost just a little too early. 1 second left in the game. 47 and Aaron's done.
That's it. 3-0. Team Hades coming and doing what we were all kind of expecting, but not in the fashion in which they were doing it. Team Misfits was up 1-0 for most of the game, but S-Dot coming through, clutching it back to back for the team. And it's just more of what she's been writing before, more of what she's going to write in the future, and we will see how we do going into Game 4 of the series.
Whew. 2 goals, 2 shots. Full-on consistent record on that. Assists and saves coming out from Skrilla left and right. Shots as well, not quite making a goal. I thought Skrilla got a goal that game.
Skrilla did not. Skrilla did have 2 saves and 2 assists, however, just out there like he's a point guard, doing the most for his team, handing it off to S-Dot and letting him put it down over and over again.
4-7 coming up very strong for Misfits on the beginning goal there on the game, able to make that first contact and get that shot into the goal. Duda doing a lot to do those saves and assists and goals, and Fuzzy trying to get those shots on it, just quite misses it. Just gets that rim on one of those shots. It did not really work in their favor.
What do you want to see out of Misfits, Drift, to come up into this game?
I did see a lot of more aggressive defensive maneuvers there in the second game, so that's definitely what they need to do to come out and do that. 4-7 seems to be their shot guy. They can pass on the ball. I think a lot of the eliminations that came down the first game was trying to keep them down. Fuzzy almost getting it into the goal as I was explaining that. Esta able to knock it up in the air and get that denial. Duda there as well, trying to be on the defense. 4-7 in the air. Senpai underneath the ball control already. Fuzzy trying to knock it away, but it's still going into the Misfit side of the field. Eskrilla goes ahead and gets the ball control back for Team Hades as they knock it up into Duda, who gets the ball control, trying to send it up. Senpai stealing it away right next to the goal there. S-Dot right there, ready to get the goal.
3 in a row from last game to this one. S-Dot stepping up, putting the ball in the net like we've known them to do all game, in the right place at the right time, running the right rotations, and just being a star player for this Hades squad tonight.
Yes, definitely say. I find it easy to say S-Dot instead of Step Dot. I don't know. Listen, my brain was going burr. All right, so yeah, I get it now. Fuzzy getting very aggressive here, almost carrying it all the way to the goal, but Team Hades able to get under the ball and take it away from him. Duda stealing it from Senpai mid-air. Duda getting a goal. Let's go! Misfits coming back.
You are insane, Duda! Backwards off the roof doesn't matter! Oh my goodness! That's what we need to see from Team Misfits, tying it up 1-1. Bring it back for your team, baby. Get back into the series.
All right, 4:10 on the clock, 1-1 situation, definitely being aggressive here. They could definitely come through and drag out these other rounds and maybe come back in this series. They just need to keep this up. They need to keep that same aggression they've got in this game. They seem to have fielded out and got what's going on. Fuzzy taking it from him, knocking it in the air. Skrilla able to deny Fuzzy's approach on that ball. S-Dot in the middle. 4-7 says not today. Almost gets the long shot goal by inches. By inches, as we get a double frag from each. They eliminated each other. Wow, that was a kill trade in the feed there, ladies and gentlemen. That was kind of nuts to see. As stepped out, Skrilla getting underneath the ball here. Senpai sending it back. Fuzzy getting that mid-air connection as they send it in. Ooh, getting right in front of the goal. Fuzzy trying to knock it up over S-Dot as they go ahead and make their way to Hades' side of the field as it gets up over the air. S-Dot trying to get underneath the ball here. Duda able to steal that forward progression as Senpai goes ahead and steals it back and sends it back to the Misfits side of the field. Just kidding, it's going to get knocked up into the air as it gets dunked from the top.
Coming over top and he's playing a game of leapfrog. Skrilla looking to put it into the goal, and that he just does. Senpai setting it up off the other car. 2-1, Hades is up, looking to close it out.
Oh my goodness, they literally played leapfrog there, except for the cars. That was an interesting angle they come in the cars. Usually they come at different angles across from each other. That was like on the same side of the ball, kind of sending it down the middle. As they do send it off here, Fuzzy gonna go ahead and make that mid-air connection. Senpai able to tip it up and get away from that goal progression. S-Dot underneath the ball, gonna go to send it to Misfits side of the field. Just juggling it, jingle all the way. 'Tis the season. Skrilla sets it up and gets it.
Back goal. Skrilla said, all right, S-Dot, I've had enough of you stealing the spotlight. Let me show him what I made of. Let me show him what I can do. And Skrilla coming through with another goal. That's at, I believe it's 5 for him on the series. Looking indomitable tonight.
Yo, I don't keep track of cross games. My brain is too small for that. And Skrilla almost getting a goal off the bat, knocking off the back of the goal. S-Dot just missing barely off to the right. A lot of close calls for Team Misfits here. They got to get the defense up and get that away from their goal. Being a very aggressive is definitely Hades' play in this Rocket League series. As S-Dot goes ahead and knocks it down the center. And Duda able to get underneath that ball and get that control. Senpai able to steal it from Duda and keep it away from the goal. S-Dot underneath the ball as well. Fuzzy trying to make contact, doesn't quite make it. S-Dot sending it off the back wall, getting it mid-air. Fuzzy able to get underneath this ball. Nobody between them. Just kidding. 4-7 steals it from Fuzzy, I believe. Duda sending it back towards Team Hades' side of the field, kind of keeping them juggling. Definitely a lot more toss around, a lot less goals than there was before. Fuzzy able to get underneath his ball and send it back to Hades' side of the field. S-Dot underneath it, ready to pop it back, getting airborne, going right over Fuzzy. Skrilla actually blocking it away from the goal on accident, I believe, as they go ahead and send it up. Fuzzy getting that control again. Duda getting underneath the ball as well, still making his way over to Hades' side of the field. S-Dot able to get behind Senpai. 4-7 going ahead and knocking it up, topping the car up top. Fuzzy tries to get the goal, barely misses off the right. S-Dot does get underneath it, collides with 4-7 mid-air. Somebody else able to get underneath it. I didn't even see who got it. Oh my god, we have to watch that back. That went off of so many cars.
From coast to coast, we are bringing it to you live. S-Dot dripping it up over and over again, and Skrilla's gonna put it down for the hat trick this game. 3 goals for Skrilla, 4-1 Hades over Misfits. It's looking anything but winnable at this point for the Misfits, unfortunately.
So that was crazy. That actually went off of both team members as they carried it down the field, bouncing off of each other. And we do see the Misfits able to get the ball control to Hades' side of the field on this. As Fuzzy goes ahead and tries to knock it up here. S-Dot going ahead and beating it in the air. Skrilla bouncing it down the field. I didn't know the ball didn't even touch the ground!
Oh no. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen a lot of things in my time, but a comeback from a 4-goal deficit is something I have not seen. I am so sorry, Misfits, but it's looking like anything but over at this point. Team Hades up 5-1.
A lot can happen in
oh no! I think they've given up. I think that's it.
That was just a miss ball.
Oh, he missed the ball. Oh no. Oh, it's tragic. Senpai getting his first of the game, giving his own little piece of the pie.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead in the last minute. There's a lot of things that can happen. Duda could get a goal off just like Senpai just did. A little bit of a miss, a lot happen. Like I said, a lot can happen in a minute, baby! Misfits getting the goal, 4-7!
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. In the time of need, he pulls through. He showed that he's not done yet. They're not going to roll over. Misfits might be down, but don't count them out quite yet. 6-2 Hades.
All right, here we go. 1 minute exactly left on the clock. They're going to go ahead for his kickoff. 3 cars beating in the middle. Misfits being very aggressive. Senpai sending it down. Duda able to deny it from him. This is going to kill a lot of time. Misfits has got to get that ball control and get it to Hades' side of the field. Skrilla on the Misfits wall, sending it back over, trying to get the setup. Actually, now working in their favor. Misfits getting another goal! Oh my god, Duda able to get frag up, and Skrilla takes out Duda!
Can they hear me? Do they know that I am saying these things about them? Because they are trying to prove a point tonight and prove me wrong. Here we go, and back into the game. 6-3, Misfits scored the last 2 goals. Hades up at 43 seconds
40
left.
seconds, only 20 seconds off the clock, and they've already kicked up 2 goals. They can do a lot within this last 40 seconds. If Misfits can be very aggressive and get it on that goal and get that over there. Fuzzy trying to make the connection. Skrilla sending it to Misfits side of the field as they do get knocked up. 30 seconds left on the clock. Senpai trying to line up, get the quick little pick. Could be the top corner. Just kidding, it missed just over the top. I can't see angles very well as S-Dot makes contact with the ball on Misfits side of the field. They're going to go ahead and carry it down here. Duda trying to make it back. Step-Dot taking it right back out to the middle of the field, sending it back to Misfits side. Fuzzy trying to get connected. Skrilla trying to do the rear end back end. Step-Dot getting it in. 4-7 deny it. Stantio Skrilla just missing off the left side of goal. 3 seconds left on the clock. That's in the air. If they can juggle it, no, it's over.
the deflation and the emotion speaks volumes. We wanted to see a bit more of a competition this time around, but unfortunately it ended up being more of the same. 4-0 Team Hades over Team Misfits. And I mean, can you really blame them? The squad is on top of their rotations. You have people being extremely unselfish in their play. You have players like Skrilla saving and making progress on the other side of the field, throwing down those dunks, putting up assists. I mean, all-around player. In my opinion, match MVP goes to Skrilla. However, his team, he would be nothing without a supporting cast. S-Dot coming in with the 2 goals in the last game, multiple goals throughout the series. Senpai being solid all the way around, putting up balls, bringing them down as well. I mean, what more do you want out of a team, out of a 3-man squad like Team Hades? And that's why they're undefeated and are moving on to play their next game with an undefeated record. I mean, what more do you want?
Brr. my brain. That was my brain deflating. So we're actually going to hop to a quick intermission so I can catch my breath, get some water, and hopefully you guys can rest up. But don't go anywhere. We're going to go ahead and be talking to these teams after this quick intermission, and we'll get the insight on how that game went down. We'll see you back here in just a moment.
Whatever you have here is unholy and must be destroyed. Whatever you have here is unholy and must be destroyed.
Welcome back, everybody. We got a Messiah here trying to have technical difficulties, as we do with most people coming into the post game. I don't even know what this feature's called anymore. Podcast thing in Discord. Some people can't find that green button. You ended up finding it, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, perfect. So we're all set up in the stage here, as I'm getting corrected, is what it's called. We're going to be heading talking to these teams. We're going to be talking to representative from Misfits. We're going to be talking to Fuzzy first. So we'll go ahead and bring the homie up, get some word from him, his insights on the game, and how it went from his perspective. And then we just wait for that infamous green yes at the top of the Discord. As if
Oh,
most
okay,
people.
there it is. There it is.
Hey, I
Hey.
usually
Hey, what's
lead.
up?
I lead with that line, and people find it every time. So how's it going, Fuzzy? You guys had a great run there at the end of the game. It's kind of rough starting off, but can you tell me a little bit how it started versus when you started coming back there at the end?
So I was we were kind of going into this thing knowing each other about 3 hours ago. Never played with them before. We kind of just set up the team. But other than that, we had great team coordination for most of the time. As we started, it kind of started off with us with certain people complaining about the other team, but it's okay. We got a bit quiet. The team comms were just not there anymore after about game two, which tried to restart that, but it's a bit hard when certain people are able to like play the game in certain ways to get back to that flow of the game. But other than that, we started to come back a little bit. The first game was a bit shaky. We thought we were gonna do pretty well, but later on in the thing, I was just trying to. We were just getting hyped up. We were like, screw everything. Can I curse?
Yeah, I mean I do. It's fine.
Okay, fuck this. We're gonna fucking play the game, even if we win or lose. I use the term, guys. Let's just fucking ape in and score some goals. Uh, but at the end there, we were playing a bit more aggressive. I think our defense was very lacking. Our rotations weren't there. I definitely bumped into a bunch of my teammates. We had a bunch of double commits, and we didn't capitalize on their triple commits or the times where we could get the ball out. I think we need to work on definitely clearing the ball to the other side of the field.
Yeah, I know that's a theme I've seen with Hades. Is they're a very aggressive team. So going aggressive and carrying it with it, definitely I could see where that started working in your favor in the second game, as
Mhm.
well as the ball control in the air, as you say, committing. If they're not on the ground when the ball lands, I see where you can capitalize on that. But Messiah,
Yeah.
you got any questions here for Team Misfits / Fuzzy?
Sure. As team captain, what can you do to keep that morale up? You mentioned that the morale kind of faded and floundered a bit after game two. What can you guys do to rally and get back in there and keep your head in the game the entire way through?
So before the game even started, and like last or a couple hours before, I was trying to get our hype up. Make sure that we all are ready for this fucking match. Last game, or the last time we played Hades, I was told that our morale was a lot lower and we didn't have as many like good comms with each other. Everybody was just kind of mopey and sad at the end and not playing their best game, which again happened this game. It was a bit tough with that one, but it's all good. Uh, the way that I get morale back up is I'll normally just fucking scream in the mic. I'll be like, "Yo, guys, let's fucking do this thing. We don't care that we're losing and they're playing the game a lot better than us. Let's capitalize on their mistakes and let's fucking play the game. Get some goals, motherfuckers." And that, like 47 was playing a lot better right after that. It, so, like, our team morale was low, and it was to the point where we weren't playing our best Rocket League. But I know that when we learned that we were going to lose either way, and at that point we were like, okay, we need to just play the game. I know game three we weren't playing as aggressive, and I was trying to make sure everybody gets more aggressive. But it's a bit tough because not everybody on the team is an aggressive Rocket League player. Some people don't know how to get into the air as fast. Some people aren't as practiced with that, myself included. We have a lot of uh, things that we need to do in the air a lot more that we didn't do, and capitalizing on the aggression rather than playing as defensive as we did.
Yeah, that was definitely seen, and you guys really did start to bring it back in Game 3. Well, hopefully you guys can get some more game time together, get to know each other, maybe come around for the next time that you're going to go ahead and go against this team. You definitely seemed like you were getting your act together. It just wasn't in time to save the game, but within 20 seconds, you guys put up 2 goals, so we could see the aggression there. So we'd like to see what happens in the future with the Rocket League games, and thanks for being part of LHYNX Division. We'll catch you in the next one, buddy.
Problem. Thank you.
All right, so that was Team Misfits, Fuzzy, coming out and speaking for the team. Talk about that morale. We definitely saw it throughout the game, kind of a dip into the performance, but then the aggression and the fire coming out on that last round. You heard us, casters. We were screaming all the way. So now we're going to go ahead and switch gears on over to the undefeated Hades team. Talking with us today will be Skrilla and Senpai. I've talked to them several times in the past. They educated me on Rocket League and helped me keep understanding what that air ball control looks like and what rotations and everything means. So I appreciate you guys coming out and educating me. What's up, guys?
What's
How you
going on?
doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
So yeah, definitely a strong game. You guys' favor. We've seen it throughout the league. You guys just have superior ball control. You guys aren't playing car ball. You're playing plane ball out there on the field. There was one goal I can recall. Literally, it went up, bounced off one car, rebounded, bounced off another car, and then went straight into goal. Never touched the ground. It was absolutely
Yeah.
nuts to see. And then there was one that S-Dot pulled off that it was like there was like 5 cars underneath the ball, and then somebody sunk it. It's just that ball is in the air more, and your guys' aggression is just crazy. So I really want to ask you guys about that last round when Misfits started to kind of fire up and come back with those goals. What was your guys' perception on that? Was it starting to slip? Were you getting a little too comfortable?
I was for sure getting a little too comfortable.
Yeah, we were not focused. We were up like 6-1. And we were just having fun. Now, if we were to have stayed focused that whole game and kept a rotation, because we did not even have any form of a rotation at all. If we were to have kept our rotation, they probably wouldn't have been goals. But they did come out aggressive, and they kind of caught us off guard at the same time. So, I mean, we didn't really change anything after they scored those 2 goals and made it like 6-3 because there was a minute left. Had it been like 3 minutes left in the game or 2 minutes left in the game, we would have probably cracked down on our rotation. But there was a minute left. We were pretty confident that it was going to be a win.
Yeah, so I got two more inquiries and questions for you. So one of them was the ball miss. It was a kickoff. Senpai made contact. The other team didn't, and it kind of just moseyed its way onto the goal.
Yeah.
That one was quite interesting. And then the other one, there was one round where you guys, the clock hit 0, and you guys, the ball never hit the ground.
Yeah, we wanted to score another
wanted
goal, man.
dude,
We were
wanted-
keeping it up. Every time they tried to spike it down, we had someone there to freaking bop it up.
And then I believe the goal before that happened, you guys had it in the air and got it in within 1 second. Yeah, so we had 1 second left on the clock.
Yeah, we
And then
scored
you
in 1
guys
second. Yeah.
juggled it for at least, I would say, 20 to 30 seconds after that. That's insane. Were you planned to keep it in the air like that? You were
Yeah, oh,
intentionally
yeah.
juggling it?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's just insanity. I could not keep it in the ball.
We
like
were
that.
all
You
in comms, man, screaming at each other, "Keep it up! Keep it up!" Like it was way louder than that. I mean, I was like, "Keep it up, boys!" Like we were like fucking screaming, just to keep it up.
Skrilla, I got a question for you. What game do you think you're playing? I thought this was car soccer, not car basketball. You're just gonna carry the ball over and dunk it down. Like, you carry that thing so far across the field just to lay it in like we're playing basketball, dude. What's up?
Yeah, I mean, those goals honestly aren't the most ideal. If you do that sort of play in a higher rank, you're just gonna get rejected. Like someone's gonna come up, meet you midair, and
Somebody's
knock
always there
that
to
shit
mock you.
away. Like you will not do that.
Oh, so it speaks
Um,
more to the level of
Face to breathe.
competition that you're facing.
Definitely. Like if I were to jump into a ranked game right now and try and do that shot, sometimes you might be able to pull it off if you catch them with low boost and they can't challenge till the tail end, and then it's too late and you dunk them. But if I were to jump into a ranked game right now and come off the wall like that and air dribble it, someone's jumping up and they're getting in my face. Like it's not that easy at a higher level of competition.
They're gonna come in like it's basketball and slap that bitch down off the
Yeah.
net. Get out of here! Get
Yeah,
off the
man.
net!
They will.
Oh.
It really just depends, based on the level of competition and like game situations. It's really situational. People don't really go for those shots at higher ranks unless it's situational. And even then, if you go for a mechanical play like that and you can't score it, you can at least win a good 50 or maybe lob it over to your teammate. Like you saw S. do a lot throughout the series. He'd air dribble it and then just lob it down to one of us.
Oh, so much. Insane like assist points coming up from S-Dot, by the way.
Yeah. Me and him usually duo pretty hard in these league games.
Makes sense with the chemistry that I can totally see it in the gameplay.
We have no chemistry outside of the league. Like I have not played with that guy ever. He's actually Senpai's friend. Me and Senpai have been playing for like 3 years.
Okay,
Yeah, but
you
we
guys
never
are
played
the
together
players.
anyway,
I was remembering somebody had like a long history, and that's
Me and
it's you two.
Senpai. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. That's something. That's something. Like Fuzzy said, they only met some of their team members 3 hours ago. So it's like
Yeah.
that definitely comes into the team play for each team. Is already knowing what's up with the team members and having that communication.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to play 3 hours into meeting your teammates. You can't learn their play style in that short of an amount of time. So you're not gonna know how to read your teammates and what their next move might be, or how they play even. That's pretty tough, but they played well considering the odds.
All right. Well, it's great to see you guys still undefeated in the league, just completely keeping that dominance going. We're gonna see it throughout the league, and I feel like it definitely. I think there's some kind of finals comes up in this. That I don't know what Mickey drew to as. I don't know. I'll see when I have to cast it.
Yeah, right.
But Joe, you guys maybe run out of the breath. You guys were going back and forth. There was one point where I literally about lost it. So it was
Next
great to
time
see
you cast our game, we're gonna make you pass the fuck out. We're gonna pull some crazy shit. You're gonna pass out.
Oh,
Hop
jeez.
along.
Bet. Listen, I'll actually remember to grab water beforehand next time. Well, thank
No.
you guys for coming out. Congratulations on the dub. It's great to talk with you, and we'll catch you guys in the next game.
Always a
course.
pleasure,
Great
guys.
night.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
All right. So that was Team Hades, the current undefeated team within the Lynx Division Gaming. So we're going to go ahead, and before we close out here, we're going to take a quick look at this calendar. I do like to go over this just because we do have the streamed and the unstreamed games, or at least the games not streamed by Lynx Division Gaming. Looking at the calendar for Lynx, the next game coming up, we actually have a 2-day break. It is not running back to back as we did in Stage 2. For the next stream game on, the Lynx Division game channel will be R6 Siege. It's going to be Void versus Prevail matchup on the 9th. That'll be Thursday. And then on the 11th is going to be a Valorant game coming up for that. Then that's going to be Obsession versus Stella and Valorant. So that's what we have to look forward for the Lynx Division Gaming League streamed games. Now, looking within that same week, anything coming up before the 11th, we're gonna go ahead and have happening tomorrow. We actually have 2 games happening tomorrow. We have a Rocket League game happening off stream, which is gonna be Strela versus Void. Also on the same day, an hour later than that, is gonna be another R6 Siege game. It's actually gonna be Delamore versus Misfits. That'll be a 10 p.m. game on the 7th. Coming up on the 8th, double games as well. We'll have CSGO, Delamore, and Yiddies going at it. Also on the 8th, we have another Rocket League game, Yiddies versus Hades. So we'll see our Hades go up against Yiddies crew for that game. And coming up on the 10th, we have another Rocket League game, Yiddies versus Stella, and a Valorant game, Void versus Hades. So yes, a lot of off-stream action. We have a lot of teams in the series and in the league now, so we want to make sure we don't stretch this into next year at the same time. So we're trying to get these games out, bang them out, get those standings up for you guys. So just keep an eye out on the standings channels, wondering where your favorite teams are placing currently. Like I said, they're not going to be officially streamed on the LGL, but you can keep an eye out. Maybe some of the homies are just streaming it privately. You can probably reach out to them. So with that being said, if you are interested in joining a league yourself, you have a group of VR chat homies or have a club or any group associated with, you can go ahead and join that Discord. I just saw Nightbot drop that link in not too long ago. If you don't see it, go ahead and put in !Discord. Hop on in, get a hold of either Mahedrian or Kavechi. They can go ahead and get you set up in the right direction to become part of the league. I've been Drift ACR, and with me it's been Messiah.
Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Can't wait to do it again and run it back on the Valorant cast next time.
And that is all for tonight. And thank you for being part of the LHYNX division. Everybody have a good time.